So this morning I'm just going to jump on Ellie in the round yard. We've got very muddy, wet ground out there. And I want her to stand still while I'm jumping on. I don't want her to be silly. So she's going to stand for me. Very nice. And ask her to sit and stand still for a bit. Not sit, but stand still. And just so whenever you're getting on your horse, it's always best to make them stand for just a few moments. You don't have to stand for 5 minutes or anything. Even 30 seconds, just long enough for them to understand that it's only when you give them the go-ahead that they can move. And I just gave her the go-ahead so she can move. Now we've only been doing slow walking lately, so we're going to start increasing our pace. There's the cat, and the cat is running around being silly. Oh, she goes straight to a trot, what do you know? Very good. Didn't really ask for it though, but I'll take it. Just a nice slow trot. Good job. And I don't know what's wrong with me today, but I'm going forwards a lot. Feeling like I just want to tip forwards. So I'm going to adjust my seat and make myself sit back a bit. Just have my butt back. I think I've lost a bit of weight there, and my saddle feels a little bit more bigger than it needs to be, so might even look into wearing some, putting some a saddle cover on or something, just to make that saddle a little bit smaller width-wise. I mean, it's not uncomfortable, but I am kind of slipping about in it. There goes the cat. Up the telephone. Oh, lucky you didn't go up that telephone pole. I'm just doing a little series of clicks instead of doing any squeezes or anything. I'm just clicking. And using my scoopy. Nah, she doesn't want to listen to that. So, she's going to run me into the post there because I didn't steer. Not her fault. I'm the one who's in charge of steering. Should have steered. And I'm going to sit a trot for a bit. Instead of doing rising trot, I'm just going to sit the trot. Just see how she handles that. Like the old westerns when they're trotting along and they're just bouncing everywhere like that. As opposed to the rising trot, which is this, which is a little easier to do once you've learnt it. Don't tell me you buggered already, Ellie. You buggered already, eh? She's acting like she's a bit tired now. We'll try her backwards. We'll try her back. How long is it going to take you? How many steps until you realise I want you to go back? Good. No, back. See, what else I need her to learn is when I put that pressure on here and on there, that's right. No, going back. No, I don't want her to learn any other way except for this pressure down here is back. And until she goes back, then she'll get a release. Back, back. Good. Back, good. Back, good. Back, good. She's a bit quicker now at that backwards. Back, good. Back, good. Back, good. Back, good. Good job. She's like, that's what I wanted. That's what you wanted me to do. And forward again. And wool. And wool. Good. Drop. Drop. Drop down. Drop. Good girl. And let's try back. Back. Hardly having to. Oh, ma. Silly cat's going crazy there. Back. Good. Peppy? Tockler's doing something silly. What are you up to, Pep? I'm going to get those hinds nice and loose. Good. And this way. Nice and loose. Good job. Oh, that's lovely. You're pretty quick. She's pretty quick. Now, quicker on that side though. Turn. 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 Good. Good. Handball. Drop. Good girl. Good job. And she picked that cue up nicely. I'm going to neck rein again. Get into a trot. Nice and slow trot. Trot. Here. Good girl. Those feet. Silly cat's being an idiot. She wants to play. Oh, come on. And a sharp turn with the trot. Come on, sharp turn with the trot. Sharper turn. Might make a barrel horse out of you eventually. Once we get you better. Don't want to do too many turns. Just relax. Do too many turns with young horses, it isn't that good for their hips and bones. It's nice for them to know how to turn sharply, you know, if you need to. But it's good for them to also go on a straight line here and there. Which is why sometimes I like to be in the arena, because you can ride for a long time straight. Just walking straight. They just don't develop a horse that only goes in circles. Which is what we don't want to happen. And look at this boy over here. Peppy! Peppy! That's enough. You're being a silly boy. I'll bring you in here, but you're not going to want to be in here once I bring you in. It's going to be, you're going to want to not work. And wool. Beautiful stop. What a beautiful stop. That was like the best stop I've had for a while. She just instantly. Wools. And look at that. And I'm telling you, I'm putting a lot into these little sessions so that later on when I get her and get myself to the point where we're ready to go out, or somebody else takes her out, she has those cues ready to go. If I can't take her out, someone's going to have to take her out. So I don't want wool. I don't want them getting out and then they find they've got no brakes with this horse, or find they can't turn, or the horse won't go, which is something the breaker kind of thought might happen, because when she was at the breakers, they had a god awful time getting her to even move a little bit. So it was very lazy, very silly. But she's a good little filly. Well, she's a mare now. Well, actually, no. I think they turn to a mare when they're 4 years of age. So she's not quite a mare yet. She's a filly still. Be a mare soon. The other thing is, you don't want a horse that someone has to kick the absolute crap out of either. You want a horse that'll go off with a command. And wool. And that when you sit your bum in, she'll know. Sitting your bum in means stay. I'm giving her the command to go. Good. Good girl. And we're going to turn. Good girl. And we're going to hop. Just little bits of hop here and there. When I say hop, I mean a bit of a quicker trot or a faster walk. Nice and easy trot. Good girl. This is a lovely trot. Nice. Canter. She doesn't want to canter. That's okay. It's probably a bit slippery anyway. Sometimes I need to trust my horse because sometimes they know what's best for me when I don't. I might push something and they'll be like, no, and then later on I'll realise I shouldn't have pushed it because they know the ground a bit better than I do because they're out on it all the time. Yeah, good girl. We're getting a sweat? Not yet. Not yet. So, because she's a big ass girl now, and she's been out and done things, not far, but she has gone further places than this round yard. She's more reluctant to be in the round yard. Doesn't want to trot, doesn't want to canter. Once I get a canter out of her, up, canter. Doesn't want to.